Want to Thank Me by Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is a legend in the game that always finds a way to have fun. He's never afraid to push the boundaries and try something different. With this latest album, where is Snoop taking us? How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of I Want to Thank Me by Snoop Dogg.
I Want to Thank Me by Snoop Dogg. I think that's a problem in the industry. People don't thank themselves enough for some of the things that they've accomplished.
Yes.
How you feel about this album artwork?
It's amazing. That's all I have to say about it. This is just like the album artwork. I think this is one of my favorite album artworks from Snoop, period. Just because it shows like a lot of different versions of himself. So I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this album artwork, you got Rastafari and Snoop Dogg. You got Snoop Dogg now with the auntie thing on scarf over his head. You know, you got wise Snoop Dogg. You got Doggy Style Snoop Dogg. You got the Dog Father, the Dog Father album. You got the No Limit, fresh off No Limit, braided Snoop Dogg. You got Afro Snoop Dogg with the sexual eruption. Like he made sure he hit like all of his vibes on this album cover, and I thought that was actually super dope.
Yes.
The flow of this album, man, it's really based off of the name of the project. It's like Snoop kind of like, if Snoop retired off of this album, it would be a fitting end because he's kind of like paying homage to his career and thanking himself throughout. And I thought that was actually really dope.
Yeah, man, this is like, you know, I want to say if this is his last album, he's going out with a bang because like he's just really going out his way, doing what he wanted to do on here. And you can hear that it was apparent. He wanted to do the album his way, and he did.
Highlights, man. Look, I got quite a bit of highlights for this joint. So Misinformed featuring Slick Rick, man. First off, it's always cool to hear the legend Slick Rick. He's got some very funny songs. If y'all never heard, he's got a song, if I'm not mistaken, it's called Parental Advisory. Is on the album with his jury on it. He had just gotten out of jail. I think the song is called Parental Advisory, but he's talking about fucking women in the butthole. And the joint is hilarious. Like, I'm talking about hilarious. Slick Rick is funny as hell. If you never actually like listened to his raps, he's really funny. So it's always cool to hear the legend. But Snoop actually kind of talking about some knowledge and paying homage to, you know, history of black people. I thought that was pretty dope. Let bygones be bygones is something I didn't really expect on this album. Kind of like giving praise to Suge for everything he did for him in his career, which is some real shit. No matter what you feel about Suge overall. One Blood, One Cuz featuring DJ Battlecat. I thought this was super dope. People in all over the world need to hear this that are gang banging. Like, yo, if you come together, man, you know what I'm saying? We could actually change some stuff. Countdown featuring Swiss Beats. I didn't think I was going to like this joint, but it actually ended up turning into something pretty fire. Turn Me On. It sounds like a K-pop beat from Jazzy Fizzle right here.
Bro, you ain't lying.
I was just like, Jazzy Faye, you know how much money you could have made? You would have sent this to Korea?
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's definitely a cool song. New Booty had me kind of laughing. It was pretty funny. It could have used Slick Rick. You could have had it a little bit more funny. Do It When I'm In It, featuring Jermaine Dupri and other people. I thought that actually had a cool vibe to it. First Place is fire. I rock that song a lot. Focus, he sampled her, turned it into like an up-tempo. I could see Snoop doing his bop with a blunt in his mouth. That's got a cool vibe to it. Do You Like I Do? Featuring Lil Duval. If you ain't rocking with this, man, you got some issues and you obviously hate yourself and New Jack Swing and you were tripping. The Doo-Wop Thank Me featuring the Hamiltons, that joint sounds magnificent. Yes. And I like what him and Anita did with Little Square. Yeah. The beat sounded straight.
I wasn't even expecting that.
Yeah, it's like straight Portuguese sounding, Brazilian vibe to it. And Snoop kind of, I can see them shooting a video for that. Because Snoop was on her album. Yeah. So it's only right they return the favor, right?
Yeah.
And I Want to Thank Me, I thought that was a hard way to go out.
Yeah, man, when this album started, I was just like, okay, we got Snoop giving us some knowledge, you know, dropping some bars. So Misinformed was definitely a highlight because just everything that he started off with, the little sample, I forget from what. I think I've heard it before for somewhere where they're talking about.
You're talking about So Misinformed?
Yeah.
You're talking about the Bob Marley.
Okay,
Get Up, Stand Up.
Right. Yeah. So I was just like, it was dope for him to start out. And Slick Rick, I just like his voice. Like his voice is perfect for that type of song. So that was really, really dope. Let Bygones Be Bygones. I was not expecting that, but that was a really cool way to pay homage to Suge and everything like that. Like you said, regardless of what you think about him, he really did everything for Snoop. So that was really, really dope. One Blood, One Cuz was really, really fire. I just really love the vibe of the song and the good message as well. Turn Me On is a good song, man. I expect that to be like a next single or something like that. New Booty was funny. I was not expecting nothing like that. It was funny. Do It When I'm In It was actually a really, really dope vibe. First place has to be like up there with my highlights from the album. It's just the production on that is so amazing. Winter Time in June, I really love the whole vibe of that, man. It was just really nice and smooth. The doo-wop Thank Me was amazing.
It do feel like something that you gotta have a top on your car, though.
Hell yeah. Doo-wop Thank Me was really, really dope. I love the instrumental and all that production. Do You Like I Do with Lil Duval is just, come on, man.
They gotta get Bobby Brown in the video.
Oh my goodness. That would be funny. And then I've Been Looking For You, man. That right there. That song is dope, man. It's really dope, and I Want to Thank Me was a great song to go out on.
Lowlights, man. I got a few. So I See Your Bullshit. I wasn't really feeling the beat. Snoop killed it with his vocals, but I thought the beat was not. It was lackluster, and the hook was really annoying. Turn Me On featuring Chris Brown. I'm so tired of Chris Brown and autotune. I don't know what made me hit that breaking point. Maybe it was the 40 songs we just heard.
32,
whatever. I mean, we've heard more than 40 Chris Brown songs this year, though.
I know.
All the features and stuff like that. But for some reason, when this song came on, I was rocking, and then I'm just like, stop using the damn auto-tune. Like, is something wrong with your voice and you can't sing anymore? Like, because it's just getting to a point where you're using it too much. You're crutching on it. You don't have to use auto-tune all the damn time. Like, I was really annoying. I thought the song was cool, though. Blueface Hunted featuring YG. I thought YG was cool, man, but like I ain't really rocking with his music over the last year.
I was scared there for a minute, though.
Huh?
I was scared there because of the title of the song.
Oh.
I thought I was gonna hear Blueface.
That would have been even worse. I thought Take Me Away featuring Russ and Wiz Khalifa was a little disappointing, especially based off of who's on the song. I thought it was gonna be fire. Rise to the Top. Yo, what's up with Trey Songz, yo? That was trash. Like Trey, he's been missing a mark with his music. I don't know what it is. I heard the Big Rich Town remix. It was trash. Like, what's up with Trey? Trey used to make everything fire. When you heard it, yep, you knew you was about to hear some fire. But now it's like about to hear some booty, some new booty.
Yeah.
Main Phone featuring Rick Ross. I thought Rick Ross
Rock.
wasn't needed on it. Oh, Rick Rock. Oh, whoever hell he was.
Rick Rock.
I thought he did a bad job. I'm glad it wasn't Rick Ross. He did a bad job on this song. I thought the song was kind of on the weak side. Another thing, I don't understand why Snoop wasn't on the Swiss Beats and Trey Songz joint. It's just like an interlude or something like that.
He was on it.
He was on that joint?
Yeah, he was the one rapping in the beginning.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
It was definitely not memorable. And no, I mean Ventilation. I thought Ventilation was a little lackluster too. It was kind of one of the weaker songs. If he could have cut this down to 15, I think Snoop would have been on the verge of talking about another potential classic in his catalog.
Well, the joints I was not feeling Countdown.
Really?
I couldn't do it, man. Like I felt like the Countdown broke the song for me. Like
was it Swiss or was it the beat?
No, it wasn't
sample?
Swiss. It was just doing the whole Countdown thing kind of interrupted the vibe to me. It really didn't come off smooth to me. Like I was just like, you didn't need the Countdown.
Yeah, I mean he didn't.
So that was one thing.
His abrupt hypeness in the third verse was kind of awkward too.
Yeah, so it just came out of nowhere. I want to see your bullshit. I see your bullshit. It was I wasn't feeling
it's like
it.
a nanny nanny boo boo type song.
Yes, I'm not feeling it. Blueface Hunteds, it was okay, but really didn't come off as anything memorable.
Would have been better with Blueface.
Rise to the Top, I was not feeling that at all. Swiss Beats, I don't know why he's been like trying to sing lately because he's actually singing on the new Common joint too.
Oh, he is?
And
oh,
it's passable on the Common joint. But this one right here, I was just like, nah.
He been around Alicia all summer. So,
so I really wasn't feeling it, and I would rather had Trey Songz singing and then Swiss Beats kind of doing the background songs that Trey was doing. So I kind of felt like, why did y'all switch roles? I didn't understand that. And then Ventilation, I thought it was okay, but I would have rather had it go from Lil Square straight to I Want to Thank Me, you know.
Final thoughts, man. Look, I think Snoop is a legend. It's cool for him to make a whole album commemorating him getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I wonder what he's gonna do. Like, is he gonna tour off of this? It's just hard to see Snoop touring like at the spot he's in.
He's doing
like,
a lot right now.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So to see him go on tour, I actually want to see Snoop on tour. He got enough hits where he can do a solid ass concert.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this was a solid album. Or, excuse me, a really good album. Snoop's actually been hitting on these last 3 albums he's put out. And man, shout out to Snoop.
Shout out to Snoop, man. I felt like, you know, he composed a really, really great album. I think I said to you, this was like some mentor Crip music. That's why I feel like it is. Because, you know, he's really trying to let them know, you know, like, you know, all this stuff. You ain't, all these people talking about it and they haven't lived it. And then you trying to talk about it. Like, I really love that stuff because it's like, you know, I've been through this stuff. But let me tell y'all, this is how it is, you know. And I feel like that's dope, you know. He's getting wiser, you know. He's still up there, popular in hip-hop and everything. And he's using his platform, you know, not only to make great music, but, you know, shed some light on a couple things. So that's always cool.
Final grade, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Another check for me. I'm rocking with Snoop, man. He's going down as a legend in hip-hop. I don't know if he makes my top 50 hip-hop list. I mean, if we're talking about, like, you know, legacy and stuff like that, for sure. But, like, as far as, like, lyricists, Snoop ain't really a lyricist. Like, Lupe could, like, rap circles around
That's
Snoop.
a whole different caliber.
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, man, shout out to Snoop, man. That'd really be dope if him and Lil Duval did a whole joint album. That would be super hot fire.
It needs to happen.
They 2 for 2 right now with the Living My Best Life and then this. Like,
they need to do it.
They need to go ahead and do it.
And that
man.
joint he got with Ty Dolla. Remember that song?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
song too.
Yeah, so yeah, man, they can go ahead and wrap that up, man. Just do a fun album.
Yeah, just do it.
Do 7. Do a Kanye. Do 7 songs.
Yeah, that's all we
I'm
need.
straight with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but shout out to Snoop, man, for still being able to put out. This is his 17th album, man.
Crazy.
That's crazy, man. Shout out to Snoop Dogg for holding it down for that long. He got some duds, but he's got more up than down.
Yeah, most definitely a check for me. I feel like, you know, Snoop Dogg created an album that's just him, celebrating him because he's done a lot, and that's cool, man. And like you said, hopefully that gets other people to think of themselves for all the things they've been through and stuff like that. So just the whole idea and the concept of the album, man. It's not just Snoop Dogg trying to be all by himself, but, yo, he wants to take time to thank himself for what he's been through. So I think that can be inspiring for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think, like, even if you're watching this, you need to thank yourself for accomplishing some of your goals. Like, because you put in the work for that.
Yeah.
Like, don't forget the work you put in.
Right.
You had to go out there and grind for that.
Most definitely.